Hi, I'm Brittany Carell and this is my This Is Me video. Sometimes it's hard to describe yourself when you identify as so many things. I could say I'm an American female, maybe I'd add that I'm vegetarian and a ballerina. I could include that I'm a future event coordinator with big dreams. Each person's self-concept, however, stems from their self-esteem. I grew up in a household with two working parents who have given me everything in life. I worked and volunteered in high school, so I was never around long enough to hear them tell me that they were proud or that I was doing a great job. As someone whose love language is words of affirmation, it took a hit on my self-esteem. The way that I view myself is how other people view me. I base my opinion of myself on what people tell me. People have told me that I'm hardworking, smart, fun, fashionable, and creative, but my critics tell me, well, that I'm controlling, self-centered, and that I never make time for people. I've been a ballerina since I was 3, and that also took an emotional toll on me. Every class you have someone staring at you in your bare form, leotard tights, and a tight bun. They criticize every inch of you from the top of your bun to the tip of your pointe shoes. And I was denied from principal roles because I wasn't skinny enough or pretty enough or popular enough. And I wasn't allowed to go to studio parties because I didn't pay enough per month for my classes. And when I graduated and left, nobody really noticed. But the one thing ballet did teach me is to keep my chin up, because you'll fall if you don't. I've always been known as a responsible person, and I've been babysitting since I was just a kid myself. Mothers just kind of instinctively knew that I was trustworthy and had no problem handing their babies to me. I've always managed time well, shown up on time, and been someone of my word. If I say I'll do something, I'll do it. Because people have relayed this to me, it makes me more confident to communicate with older people. They look highly upon responsibility and those qualities, and because I feel like, or because I've been told that I have those things, I feel confident telling them. Before I learned what communication was, I thought that I was a good communicator. I thought, I can speak in front of big crowds, I can speak to older people, I can speak to young people. I'm a good communicator, but even though you do need those things to be good at communication, that's not really what it is, and communication is way more than that. So learning what it is and continuing to learn what communication is and what it entails makes me a little bit unsure of myself, but I know that I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm going to learn it quickly, especially with this quick 6-week class, that I am comfortable. In reference to hobbies, I'll always identify as a dancer first. It's been such an important part of my life and has gotten me through some really hard times. But going into a social setting with other dancers makes me self-conscious, because I see these girls that are so much better than me, and it makes me hesitate to tell people I'm a dancer, because the first thing that they always say is, "Oh, well, show me something." I'm like, "Oh, what?" But I choose to associate myself with this group because being a dancer is more than just about your ability to dance. It's about, your heart and your soul, where it is in dance. I often fear forming relationships because my busy life makes people feel like I don't care about them, because I can't spend a lot of physical time with them. And having fewer friends has been easier because it's just less that I have to worry about. But since I've started going to college, I've decided that I'm going to be more intentional about forming relationships, because God calls us to community with others, and no one was meant to be alone. So I think having friends in general, it boosts self-esteem too, because for me, my friends have always been so supportive. Some of my extended family is a bit judgmental, so having these friends is really important. I think my family sees me as intelligent, and so that's where my value lies with them, and I know that they love me, but sometimes they put too much importance on my grades and my academic success, and it affects how I communicate with my family, because I feel like they don't want to hear about anything other than school and how well I'm doing. And I think every single interaction that we have in our everyday lives affects how we live and communicate with others. Each person we meet leaves a lasting effect, and everything that someone says to us, whether it's bad or good, can be remembered for a long time. So learning how to communicate properly is so important in a society that relies so much on communication. And I've already learned so much about myself and others, and I can't wait to learn more.